Hey friends, welcome to Tiny Garden Habit. My name is Adriana, and if you're new here, I garden in Transylvania, Romania, zone 6B. We are currently in my growing room, and today I want to show you how I prick out my lettuce seedlings. I have 6 varieties, tried and tested last year, and they were amazing. And I start them out in these trays. There's lots of them. I'm definitely not going to plant them all. You can feed an entire village with just these 2 trays. But I plant them out like this. I plant my seeds very shallow and cover them with perlite. Don't know if you can see, because they do need light to germinate. These seedlings have been sown about 10 days ago, and they're already getting really big. Some of them are even getting too big for pricking. So at this stage, they already have true leaves, and it's kind of late, but we'll see what we can do. Kind of late for pricking for those big ones. And the reason you want to prick is because if you sow them in individual modules, like in this big tray, they will, not all of them will sprout, they will get leggy. So if you want to get that perfect lettuce seedling that's about 3 to 4 weeks old, just perfect crunchy, ready to go in the garden, this is the way to do it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it now. Okay, so I have a 72 cell tray here that I have filled with my growing medium, which is a mixture of coconut coir and worm castings. I have switched from peat to coconut coir, and I can already tell it's holding on to a lot more moisture, and it's easier to go in between waterings. So when pricking any seedling, really, you want to grab a tool. I like my trusty gardening pencil. Go underneath the roots and grab them by the leaves and just take them out in chunks. Tease them out a little bit if there are too many like I have here. And then holding them by the leaves and not the stems, because really the stems are the ones that are fragile. You just slowly tease them apart and separate them like this. And you grab the strongest looking ones and just repeat the process until you have all the lettuces you need. I'm going to do this with all my varieties and select about 12 of each, which is going to be plenty for my garden. And you can see how easily they separate because the coconut coir is really fluffy and the seedlings are still young and can be separated root by root. Again, it's better to do this when the plants are small and they don't have big true leaves yet. So these only have their first leaves because they recover a lot quicker and they're just easier to handle. So this is another variety that's a little smaller, and I'm trying to separate for you. Okay, now that we've pricked them out, it's time to transplant them. Transplanting is really easy at this stage. It helps to have modules that are deeper like mine. So you pop a hole with your pen or pencil, and you can, if you have really long roots like here, well, they're not that long, but if you have long roots, you can easily coil them and just guide them. And remember to hold your plants by the leaves and not the stems. Push it in, you can push it deep at leaf level and press it in, and there you go. You select the best looking ones, so you make sure you get really nice and healthy lettuces. Look at the roots on this one. It has lots of roots. I'm pushing the roots in and you just do this on repeat. It can get really tedious. That's gardening sometimes, right? So what I've learned from past experience is that this tray of 72 lettuces is really enough for actually the entire late spring to summer. So these go in the ground in mid-April, and then from late April all the way to late June even, we eat them. We just cut the best looking leaves off them and they regenerate and they keep growing, and this way with just one sowing we have lots and lots of lettuce. Also, I like to direct sow salad bowl green and salad bowl red, which are loose leaf lettuces, and really pack them together really tight, and that way I have 2 sowings of lettuce and then a 3rd sowing in July to August when the heat is not so strong, because your lettuces will be bolting and they will taste bitter. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'm going to prick and transplant the rest of my lettuces. See you in the next one. Bye.